Guys, we're here in Raleigh, North Carolina, the brand new 2014 to 2019 Toyota 4Runner Hamilton conversion kit for CarPlay and Android Auto. I am so excited to show this to you today. We've been selling a product with this same exterior tooling for years now. Folks love it. We have just relaunched it today with brand new electronic insides that we have redesigned from the ground up. It's going to come to you in this beautiful Hamilton box here. Lots of protection for shipping. This sticker is going to have your unique serial number and all your information. This brand new system is going to have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. You can see here I'm showing the brand new iOS 26 running on this device, and it looks absolutely stunning. We've designed this new system with a top-of-the-line Qualcomm chip that's an American spec chip. What that means is you're going to be able to use the 4G connectivity. You can install a SIM card on this device, T-Mobile, or any GSM carrier here in the States, and you can have 4G connectivity right on this device, so it functions like a brand new car. We're going to walk you through today the full installation. We have a much more in-depth overview available on our YouTube channel. This system is backed by a 3-year warranty. We call it the Hamilton Guarantee. Of course, it's also going to have top-of-the-line tech support. You can give us a call, 919-858-2890. You can talk to me or one of my team members right here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we'll take great care of you. Let's dive in. Before we begin working on the vehicle, go ahead and apply the parking brake. Make sure the vehicle is on a flat and safe surface. Chalk one of the wheels as well if you're going to be working with the doors open. Go ahead and open up the hood and we'll disconnect the negative terminal from the battery using a 10mm socket. Back in the vehicle with the vehicle in park here, we're going to begin by removing this trim panel. If you've never taken this off on your car before, it's going to be a little bit tight. Come in down here and up here, and you're going to squeeze and just work your way up. And then you can reach in with your fingers and you can pull straight out. Sometimes it starts to grab the climate control panel as well. I recommend you press the climate control panel back in and separate it from this panel. You want to remove the panel just like this. We'll go ahead and set it in the back. Now we'll come over to the other side. Once again, we'll start at the bottom, reach up towards the top, we'll pop it straight out. These clips are what's holding it in place. You'll just pull it straight out. With both of those panels removed, we're going to take the climate control panel out. You can grab the knobs by this large black portion here, and we'll just pull directly out. As you fold it down, there's going to be one harness to disconnect, and you'll have a piece of tape to cut right here. If you use a knife, be very careful. The other thing you could do would be pop this clip out if you don't want to cut it. We'll set this panel in a safe place where it won't get scratched. We're going to now remove 1, 2, 3, 4 10mm bolts. This vehicle has had years of testing done on it, so you can see there are some marks showing we've been in here before. We've gone ahead and taken out these two using a 10mm socket. Let's take out the outer two now. These bolts will not be particularly tight or difficult to remove. We'll set them in a safe place. With the 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 removed, I recommend you take some towels to cover your gear shift. You may even get a large bath towel and cover your entire center console. That way there we won't scratch the screen or the gear shift. Now reach under the screen and from the top, and we'll pop out and straight back. We'll go ahead and lower it down like this. We're going to disconnect every single harness. Simply press down on the tab and slide them back. If you have difficulty with any of the harnesses, the key is to apply pressure only to the white harness, not to the wire itself. We can leave this harness bundle in place. This is the XM module down here. One thing to note on your radio, this is a 2-piece harness for the hazard light. So this comes out of your dash, connected to this piece, and this went into the back of the hazard light at the top of the radio. We disconnected it. This piece here, you need to cut the tape and remove the harness from it, or you can pop the tab and free this clip with it. We will need this piece with your new Hamilton conversion kit because we're going to take the hazard light switch straight out of the old radio and put it into the new radio. So make sure that you don't disconnect this and forget about this piece. We'll leave this here. Let's go to the workbench now. This is the 2014 to 2019 Toyota 4Runner Hamilton conversion kit for CarPlay and Android Auto. We are so grateful for the opportunity to offer this product to you. We've been working on it for a long time. We have completely reintroduced it now in the highest quality and best form ever. This is your Hamilton sticker. It's got your built-in information, your unique serial number, as well as the specs of your kit. All of these are going to have 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of onboard storage, as well as an industry-leading processor. We're going to ship it to you in this high-quality double-pane box, as well as an outside cardboard box. And that makes sure that it's going to be extra safe and prevent any damage from happening. You can see all this foam in here as well. We'll set this box over here. This is the unit, and this is how we ship it. Opening it up, you can see it comes with a screen protector, and you'll take this off when you get in the vehicle. I recommend you leave this on until you have it installed in the vehicle so that you don't damage or scratch your screen. This is your wiring harness. We've partnered with a top-of-the-line harness manufacturer we work with directly to make these harnesses. You can see how this resembles the factory Toyota harness quality. We have this premium foam, just like your original harnesses. These wires are high quality. Our pins, they now have double locks inside of them so that the pins are extra secure to prevent anything from happening while you're putting them together. You can see we have this high quality antenna harness with both plugs here so that your antenna gets maximum power for maximum reception. That's for your FM radio. This system is going to use your factory microphone. It will preserve your factory USB port for 2014 to 2019, and as well, it's going to have wireless CarPlay built right into it. This is your Hamilton CAN box. It specifies the year and information here, and we've designed this here in Raleigh, North Carolina off CAN data from American spec vehicles to make sure our unit is compatible with every 4Runner. This is the 2014 to 19 version. This is fully compatible as well. We have our 2009 to 13 version, and we have our CAN bus for those vehicles. We support every single version of 4Runner from 2009 all the way through 2019 for this product. You can see that foam, lots of support in there, lots of security. Of course, this whole box, like I said, has an outside cardboard box to it as well. I'll talk to you a little bit about the wiring now. This, you can see, is the main Hamilton power wire. This is going to go into the back of the Hamilton radio. This here is going to be for your original antenna. It will plug into the back of the Hamilton radio as well. Up top here, you can see aux R and aux L. Those are going to plug into the accessory harness that I'll show you in just a second. You'll get a full wiring diagram for this as well. This here, connect to CAN box. We're going to connect it to the bottom of the Hamilton CAN box. This Hamilton CAN box, we've spent a lot of time on it. We have all of our own CAN data that we've collected in Raleigh, North Carolina for every version of 4Runner. This one that also says connect to CAN box, we'll connect it to the top of the CAN box. Coming down here, if you had the 2009 to 2013 version, you'd use this one for aux L and R, and this one would plug into your vehicle. You'll see we have custom labeled everything down here. It says the year range, and it will fit into your vehicle. This would be for your 2009 to 2013 steering wheel controls. This harness here would be for the 2009 to 2013 original power. The 2009 to 13 is combined into the same harness as the 2014 to 19. This one would be for your 2009 to 2013 original camera, and that would grab a harness behind your factory radio on the 09 to 13 vehicle. This is for your 14 to 19 original camera. This will grab a harness from the back of the original. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, and you'll see this camera male. This is going to plug into the Hamilton accessory harness that I'll show you in just a second. You have 3 options for camera male. 1, 2, and 3. And these each correspond to a different harness down here. The ones labeled 09 to 13 would be for a variant of the 09 to 13 radio. See these two? And the one labeled 14 to 19, this would be for the vehicle we're in today, which is a 2018. For 2014 to 2019, Toyota only really made one version of the head unit. The factory head unit is made by Panasonic or Pioneer, and all the wiring is the same. However, for 2009 to 13, they had three different versions. They had a Denso, a Panasonic, and a Pioneer. And so that's why we have two different options for the 09 to 13. You'll connect whichever one fits in your vehicle. 14 to 19 original CAN. This is going to grab a harness from the back of the original head unit on this vehicle. 14 to 19 original power. This will grab a harness from the back of the head unit on the original vehicle. This is the 09 to 13 original microphone. This unit is going to use your factory microphone regardless of the year range, 2009 to 2019. We have over here an external microphone that we offer as an option. You can include this if you want. We will likely stop including it as many folks don't want it, but we will send you one free of charge if you'd like it. You can request it. The factory microphone on this vehicle is great, and we've worked so hard to make this unit compatible with the factory microphone. This is the Hamilton reverse harness. This end plugs into the back of the Hamilton screen. We'll show you that in the vehicle. We're not going to use any of these harnesses here. This yellow RCA will plug it into whichever one you used for your vehicle. So you can see right here, 14 to 19 original camera. We've got that yellow RCA. We would connect these together and wrap this in electrical tape. This is your Hamilton accessory harness connected to the Hamilton screen. This goes into the Hamilton screen. This is your SIM card here. You can install a 4G SIM from T-Mobile or any other GSM carrier, and you can have 4G connectivity directly on the device. This one here that says 4Mic Original. We're going to take this and we're going to connect it to the main Hamilton harness. This is how we use the factory microphone. So we grabbed it from the main Hamilton harness and we route it through to our accessory harness. We spent a lot of money engineering it, so the software makes your microphone sound great and uses your original microphone. We've got a few other options here. Okay, so I'll show you. This is audio out L and audio out R. For a stock setup, you will not use it, but for aftermarket amps, you can use those. Aftermarket front camera would be how you connect an aftermarket front camera. Aftermarket subwoofer, this is how you would signal an aftermarket subwoofer. Down here we have aux R and aux L, and these will connect to your corresponding aux wires here. If you used the 2009 to 13, you'd connect to these two. If you had a 2014 to 19, you'd connect to these two. And these are labeled 09 to 13 or 14 to 19. A few last things and we'll wrap it up. This connects to your factory USB wire behind your original radio. It's gray. And we'll plug this male end into a USB adapter, and this will go into the Hamilton screen. This is how we're going to power your factory USB port. 1, 2, 3 antennas, white, blue, purple. These will all plug into the back of the screen. This is for 4G connectivity for that SIM card. It's optional. This is GPS for the unit. If you have a 4G SIM and the GPS installed, you can do navigation from Google Maps directly on your unit outside of CarPlay or Android Auto. And this here is your Wi-Fi Bluetooth antenna for wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. This is your Hamilton CAN box. Do not forget, you're going to have two harnesses on either side. You'll need both of those connected. I know that was a lot here. We're going to show you everything again as we plug it in one by one in this 2018 4Runner. All connectors are the same between 2014 and 2019. Of course, you're going to have a paper wiring diagram from us, and we're available for phone support, 919-858-2890. You can send us pictures of your wiring if you run into any issues. Before we dive into the vehicle, I want to show you two features that we've worked really hard on the back of this unit. We're going to have this high-quality harness here for your original antenna wire. Of course, we've also spent a lot of time machining this brand new heatsink. It dissipates 6 times the heat of leading competitors. And what that allows us to do is make sure that your 4Runner can stand up to the hottest temperatures, whether in America, the Middle East, or around the world. This, once again, is your unique Hamilton sticker with your serial number and all information built into it. Let's go ahead and install the factory air vents, hazard light, and then as well that top tray into the new Hamilton conversion kit. I'm going to go ahead and take this unit. I'm going to flip it upside down. I've got it on a really soft surface. You could also pull out that piece of foam and use that foam. You definitely don't want to put too much pressure on this unit or you can crack the screen. So be very careful where you're working on it. We're going to go ahead and take the air vents They're labeled left hand and right hand, and this is from the perspective if you were in the vehicle. Just like that, we're going to snap the air vent in. When you've got the air vent going in the right way, there will not be a lot of pressure required. Once again, if you have it on a flat surface and you just crush this in, there's a good chance you'll crack your screen. It's a lot of pressure, so just be very careful and make sure you're either working on foam, or what I'll do is kind of pick up the unit and I support it by the frame while I snap these in. I'm going to come on the other side here for the other air vent, just like that. All right. Now we'll install the 2 trim plates. Turn it around. You can see both of the air vents are installed. We're now going to put the factory trim pieces in on both sides. There's 2 posts. Both of them need to go into place. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn the unit over, and we're going to put the screws in. There's 2 tiny screws. Now here's the thing. It's very important that while you're putting these screws in, you use your fingers underneath this to put back pressure on the trim tab. If you don't, you'll feel the screws, they start to press that trim piece out. You don't want them to press it out, you want them to pull it in. So you'll feel that pressure, and then the screws will start to pull that trim piece in. You want to make sure that your fingers are keeping that trim piece flush while you're tightening them down. So I have the screwdriver here. I'm pushing with my finger on the other side against the top of the trim piece. See there? Now I have the screwdriver, and I'm going to screw it in. I'm feeling as the screw is starting to go in, it wants to push that trim piece out. I'm holding it in. I'm tightening that screw until it starts to suck that trim piece back in. Then at the end, you'll see it's very secure on the top and bottom. Even in the factory trim piece, you might notice these little gaps around the wheel. What you'll find is that when the unit is in the vehicle, it sits at an angle that'll look exactly like it did from the factory. We're going to come in with this other trim piece here, top and bottom in place. All right, both the screws are in. Let's check it out. Yep, trim piece is sturdy on the top and the bottom. We'll go ahead and take this hazard light. We'll line it up. We'll snap it into place. Make sure it goes on and off just like it did from the factory. Perfect. We can now take this trim piece here. We'll line it up here on the upper deck. We'll go ahead and put in the 2 screws, one on either side. So I've got that trim piece in. I'm now going to tighten down the screws. One thing to note, if you're going to be working with the unit straight down, it's very important you have some foam or towels under it to protect it from cracking. Once these screws are in, this piece will be very tight. There it is. Here's the piece. The unit's going to sit at an angle just like this in the vehicle. The vehicle is going to cover this entire top edge of the unit here, okay? So if it feels a little bit loose while you're putting it in, once you have those screws in, it'll be tight, and then the vehicle will give it that extra support, and it will look and feel and work just like the factory unit did. We've got everything set up here. This unit is looking beautiful. Let's go ahead and take it. Now we'll put it in the car. This is the main Hamilton power harness that we went over. Let's go ahead and we'll begin wiring it into the vehicle. This is 1419 original cam. This is 1419 original power. This is another 1419 original power here. And this one has the thick pins. This is the 1419 original audio. This one has thick pins as well. This one here with these 2 pins inside is your original antenna. You can see that antenna will plug into the Hamilton conversion kit. Any of the ones labeled 09 to 13 we're not going to be using on this vehicle. We've got these 2 tan wires that say connect to CAN box. We're going to take out this Hamilton CAN box. We'll go ahead and connect one to the top, one to the bottom. They are different sizes and they only go in one way. You cannot mix them up. Now see where this one says 14 to 19 original camera, and we have this yellow RCA coming off of it. That makes it very easy. This is your Hamilton reverse harness. We'll go ahead and plug the yellow RCAs together here. I would recommend you wrap this in electrical tape. This one's going to go into the back of the Hamilton screen. We've got these two already connected together. This one will go in the back of the Hamilton screen. We include another harness as well. If you'd like to add extra USB ports, this is going to be to power your factory USB here. We're going to grab this gray wire, plug it into the adapter here. This will go into the back of the Hamilton screen. This one here was for the climate control. We won't be using it. You can see that all of your chunky harnesses are going to have a home. Folks ask, what are these? These are for your XM radio. The new Hamilton system, while it'll allow you to use the XM app in CarPlay to stream XM music via your cell network, you cannot install the XM module with this system. So if you want factory XM radio through the actual satellite network, you have to purchase the Hamilton upgrade kit instead. It's a module that would go into your factory head unit. So these two will not be used. This one here, this is your factory adapter off your original head unit for your hazard light. Plugs in here, has this piece hanging on. This will plug into the hazard light. This is your Hamilton accessory harness here. Connect it to the Hamilton screen. We can go ahead and undo the twist tie. You would use this to plug in a SIM card if you want that 4G connectivity. This system will allow 4G connectivity in the United States. Here it is. This is for mic female. We're going to come down. We'll grab off the main Hamilton harness for mic male. This is for your OEM microphone to be powered and working. We'll connect these two together. I'd recommend you wrap them in electrical tape. The only ones that we need to use out of here are aux R and aux L. So we're going to come to the Hamilton main power harness here. And you can see this aux set would be for the 09 to 13. So we want to grab this other aux set that has a corresponding harness. Go ahead and connect these together, and I would wrap these in electrical tape. This is to be able to use your factory aux port to play music. All right, let's go ahead and now grab the Hamilton screen. We'll begin by plugging in this large antenna wire here. This is a high quality lead that we installed directly onto the circuit board for your FM radio. This black one that says Hamilton main power is going to go into the black port here. This one has most of your power and data, but these other ones are very important for proper functionality. This here connected to the Hamilton screen. This was the reverse harness. This small 2-pin was for the factory USB port. We'll line it up. See the tab is at the top of the radio. This one that says connect to Hamilton screen with all these RCAs, most of which are unused. This was your accessory harness. Go ahead and connect that one. Now, off the main Hamilton harness, we have a very important harness here. This is for your steering wheel controls. I'm going to connect right here. This port is not going to be used by default. This port is for your optional extra USBs that we include. Don't forget to plug in your hazard light adapter up here. And of course, the 3 antennas will connect 1, 2, and 3. This black port will not be used. This blue one here is your GPS antenna. This white one here is your wireless antenna for CarPlay and Android Auto. This system does not have wired CarPlay and Android Auto, so you want to make sure that you connect this since you will need to use wireless. This here is your 4G antenna. Now, in terms of best placement for these, the wireless one, you want to make sure it's away from metal. That's this one here. It says Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so CarPlay initiates with Bluetooth and it switches to a proprietary Wi-Fi connection. Anywhere that you can get up here that is away from metal and away from the radio will be a great location for this one. Same with the 4G. The GPS antenna, some folks are never going to use GPS. So if you use CarPlay or Android Auto, the device will pull GPS via your phone. If you're planning to put a 4G SIM in here and use the onboard GPS, then I recommend you take this placement a little more seriously and you try to get the GPS antenna up here somewhere. You may consider also, if you're very serious about GPS and you're going to be in strange locations and you really want it to work, you may consider putting it in a place you could route it actually down somewhere around the passenger seat or somewhere that it would have physical exposure to the air, okay? But for the vast majority of folks, inside the dash here is gonna be fine. If you're somebody who's really serious about this, you can call our team, we can talk to you about support tips. But I would say, generally speaking, anywhere up in the dash here is gonna get you great reception. There's sticky tape. If you really, really want reception in a strange location, then putting it somewhere on the dash or somewhere where it'll have exposure to the air would be another thing to consider. One option for your antenna locations is in the glove box. You can mount them here and run the wires through this panel to the back of your unit. Alrighty, with all of these connected, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and bundle these wires nicely. I'm going to pick up the unit. I've been working off my knee, but I would highly recommend that you work off a piece of foam. Be very careful not to support the unit by the glass part on the screen, as you can crack it. What I'm going to do, once again, these antennas, you can pull the sticky tape off. I'm going to set these antennas over here for now. Now we'll take the unit I'm going to come back under it. And as I'm lifting it here, I'm just kind of tucking all the wires above this central cross member. You don't want to have any wires poking out in front of it. I'm now going to set the unit in place. I recommend you start up the car now and test the functionality before we clip it in. And then I'll show you how we're going to transfer the clips from your original head unit to this unit, and we'll clip it into place. The factory unit is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these yellow clips. We can show you where to purchase them on Amazon if you lose them. You definitely don't need all of them. But what you're going to do is just reach in with your fingernail, lift up, and you can just pop them off. They're strong. You're not going to break them. We'll just pop them off. We're going to take all 6. We're going to transfer them to the new Hamilton screen. We've confirmed everything is working. When you're testing, it's very important that you reconnect any loose harness. So we've reconnected the climate control panel. Make sure that everything is working. Test your microphone. Make sure you've got that connected. We'll test your steering wheel controls, backup camera. Make sure everything is working exactly like it should. Now we've got the unit set up here. Let's go ahead. We'll snap it into place. Just like that. You can see this unit is rock solid. It's not going anywhere. We'll go ahead now and connect to that climate control panel for good. Line it up, make sure you've got your clips, and we'll pop it into place. Let's put these panels back on now. We'll reconnect the battery, and we'll be done. We'll take the panel on this side, line it up, and snap it into place. With the installation complete, let's remove the Hamilton screen protector. When you boot up the vehicle, this is the display that you will see. Go ahead and take your iPhone and open up Settings, and then Bluetooth. You're going to look for a new device that starts with Hamilton. Click on it. When a pairing code pops up, click Pair. Allow to Contacts and Favorites. And just like that, CarPlay will automatically open. Click Connect. Here it is. Wireless Apple CarPlay. We can come back to the Hamilton underlying operating system here. Putting in a 4G SIM will give you access to features natively on this system. Clicking this button here will be how you open CarPlay. the Hamilton button is back to the underlying operating system. With CarPlay disconnected, you can click the phone icon, Bluetooth devices, and you can see the devices that are saved. You can delete them. You can search for new Bluetooth devices. We recommend you don't change the device name, but you could change it here. This is your pairing code as well. That pairing code is rarely going to show up. Sometimes your phone may prompt you for a PIN. If you get to enter a PIN, it will be the 4 zeros. iPhones rarely prompt you for that PIN. And there it is, the Hamilton conversion kit fully installed. What a difference we've made in the look and feel of this vehicle. We've designed this kit to go the distance, just like Toyota designed your 4Runner to go the distance. If you have any questions or you've run into any trouble, check us out, hamiltonmotorcompany.com. You can give us a call at 919-858-2890. You can talk to me or one of my team members who know how to install these, and we can help you out with any questions. You can also email us at support@hamiltonmotorcompany.com. We'll take great care of you. This unit is backed by our 3-year warranty. It's called the Hamilton Guarantee. It means we're going to treat you the way we want to be treated, whether it's before, during, or after your purchase. You can see all details on our website. I'll see you in the next video.